Peptides are powerful and often misunderstood.
And we're here to change that one conversation at a time.
I'm Dr. Kylie Burton.
And I'm Jessica Brickie.
This is Pep Talk, Peptides Unpacked, science made simple, results made real. Peptide power packs. We're going to share 7 of them with you on this episode. And I want you to think about if I could wave a wand and eliminate one thing, one health concern that you have. That's the power pack that you're going to move forward with. Okay? So you might say, well, I need this and I need that. No, I'm going to wave a wand. I'm going to eliminate one thing. Think about it right now as you're listening to this. And if I were to eliminate that one thing, here is your peptide power pack to make that happen. All right. For starters, if you are an athlete, if you know athletes, High Rocks is coming to Salt Lake in September, and there's a fair amount of people I keep talking to, like, oh, yeah, are you doing it? I'm doing it. So if you got High Rocks coming in the near future, or if you're a CrossFitter, or if you are a practitioner, a health professional who sees athletes, this is your peptide power pack. Number one, the first thing you want to get started with is BPC 157 and TB 500. That is a combination. They call it the Wolverine stack. And this one is specifically for tissue healing, for injury prevention, and injury recovery. I don't know of an athlete who shouldn't be on that. And I wish I knew that existed 15 years ago when I was an athlete and my brothers were athletes in college because injuries plagued them. If you know athletes, BPC 157, TB 500, that is a must. Would you agree, Jess?
Yeah, I would 100% agree. In fact, I was just thinking as you were saying that when we were getting ready, we're recording this after you and I just did these expos, and prior to the doors opening, vendors were kind of wandering around chatting with other people, and I had this woman come up to me and she's like, "Oh, I need you." And then when I had an opportunity, I was busy. I couldn't like have a conversation. When I walked over to see her, what she did, and she's in this gorgeous mirrored out like outfit on stilts. She was a performer. So she performs at wedding events and all that kind of stuff. Either she's on stilts doing
Oh,
something, or she's in like she has this portable ring to do aerial acrobatics and whatever. And I said, I go, you grabbed the wrong card. I need to go back and I need to get you one that's on joint and recovery because you need BPC 157. That she goes, yes, I was on stilts all day yesterday. I'm doing it again today. My knees are killing me. So
yes.
she knew what she was looking for. So 100% BPC 157 is a must when we are talking
Joints?
about, yeah, yeah, joints and tendon and ligament, any soft tissue, gut healing too. But athletes, this is the one, whether you are working out on the regular, you reach an age where things are kind of chronically bothering you, or you are performing like the event Kylie just spoke with, or this is your job that's very physical. Maybe you're out doing a job where you're constantly like working tools and you're sore, like your husband. BPC 157 is definitely for athletes and for those that are just pushing their body to the end. It's a must do. I will say this. I know you like the capsules, but the injection for this is significantly better when it comes to healing the soft tissue around those joints, the tendons and ligaments. When you're talking about gut health, you'll do okay with the capsules, but it is going to not be, it's not that it's not going to help, but it's going to be much better if you can do the injection for this one.
Yeah, people ask me at the expo all the time, well, what am I going to get the best results with? By far, injections.
Yeah.
If you can go straight subcutaneous, best of all. Now, there are some, which we'll get into in a minute, nasal sprays, and those are going to be great because they're nasal sprays. They're perfect for these specific scenarios. So, athlete power packs, number one, BPC 157, TB 500. Number two is NAD plus. This one also comes in a nasal spray and injection. NAD plus is talking about feeding your cells with energy to perform at your peak.
Yep.
So if you're
So it's
looking
gonna
at two peptides, combine these two together. The third one would be the GLP-1 and GIP combination for getting lean, lowering inflammation, stabilizing blood sugar, so that you get the results you're seeking with the effort you're putting into it. That is our
Absolutely.
athlete power pack.
Great.
Next up is our autoimmune power pack. These are things for people who suffer from autoimmune diseases like rheumatoid arthritis. Name some of them for me, Jess. My mind's going blank.
Hashimoto's, that's a big one.
Hashimoto's, yes.
Not on the autoimmune official list, but things like endometriosis, so some of the
Yes.
reproductive issues. For me, sarcoidosis. Listen, there's a long list of a couple hundred autoimmune conditions. Those are the big ones that people suffer from that we talk about a lot. Arthritis, endometriosis, reproductive ones, and thyroid. Those are biggies. So
And you have ones that
anytime,
are for gut, like ulcerative colitis, Crohn's,
yes,
those kind
yep,
of things. So when it
absolutely.
comes to autoimmune, if you're wondering why these ones, well, your immune system is attacking healthy tissue in your body. We're going to recommend our top three. Number one, GLP-1 and GIP, so your trizepatide. That's your number one. Number two, Thymosin Alpha-1. This one is a must for autoimmune because it re-educates the immune system. It doesn't shut it up, it doesn't calm it down, like it re-educates the immune system. It communicates with the immune system, telling it what to attack and what to not attack, educates it. And number three, BPC 157, TB 500, because of the gut healing component. You think autoimmune, you think leaky gut, might even think leaky brain.
Mhm.
BPC 157, TB 500 is probably the best thing. Would you say it's the best thing on the market right now for leaky gut? Can we say that?
I think there's no comparing it for leaky gut. And
Yeah.
again, you can use the capsules for this one. So those that are like maybe
Yep.
injection shy, that's where the capsule is really going to come in handy for this one. But BPC 157, it zips it up quick. Like this is when we talk about expectations, when it comes to they call it Wolverine because if you think about those movies, how fast he could heal, there's a reason it got this nickname because it's fast. When it's gut healing, it's quick. When it's tissue healing, it's quick. This is a very fast responding peptide. I've used it multiple times myself for various injury. It's amazing. And when gut health is involved, really fast.
Like Jess has said a
Faster
couple
than
of times
anything.
now, injections and capsules are available. Injections you're going to get faster results with. I'm taking the capsules and I don't regret it at this point. Our next power pack, if you've heard Samantha's story and then Stephanie's story, so episodes number 14 and episode number 33, these were stories about addictions. And you might not think about this, but GLP-1 and GIP, or trizepatide, that is absolutely incredible for not only people who are in the middle of fighting addictions, but for people who are overcoming them and want to stay clean. This is incredible for minimizing brain noise and calming the drive for more. Now you have injections and oral drops available. Again, injections are going to get the best results. So that's GLP-1 and GIP, so your trizepatide is our number one support for
I
addiction
wanted to
recovery.
jump in there with that with Stephanie's story. Go back and listen to it. But she will tell you it was the first time in her life. Now she is 56 years old. She has been fighting this and she was in her early young teens. And she said that microdosing, and she's using a tiny amount, it was the first time her brain felt normal. And she's been sober now for 13 years. It was the first time, even in her state of sobriety that she's in, that she doesn't come home still thinking about having a drink, even though she'll protect that sobriety like crazy. It's the first time her brain felt normal.
The first time she didn't have to like willpower and overcome it
Correct.
just by
Yep.
willpower. And
Yep.
I think Samantha said the same thing. She's like, it's the
Said the
first
same
time
thing.
I felt normal.
Yes. So I know that people don't only recognize that for weight loss and blood sugar balancing. We can't say this enough. It goes so far beyond that. So with addiction, this is my number one, GLP
Yes.
and GIP.
Yep. Number two would be glutathione. Glutathione is often the number one reason why people do coffee enemas. So if you want to stop your coffee enema or get the results from it in a different way, you can do glutathione injections. This is the number one antioxidant. We do have a episode specifically on glutathione, and as an addict recovery, your liver is taking a beating. Let's help it
Hmm.
out.
Hmm.
Number three, Selank and Semax. These are the newest peptides that become available on our telemedicine platform. And the more I learn about them, the more I love them. I've got them ordered for my husband. They came in the mail within 48 hours after I ordered them. These are nasal sprays because they are focusing on our brain. And when you put them in your nasal cavity, it immediately goes to your central nervous system and your brain. Genius. Now, I can never remember which one is which. So let me make sure I get this straight.
Okay,
Cmax supports pathways involved in focus,
correct.
cognitive memory, and performance,
Yes, you got
brain
it.
resilience. It helps maintain
Perfect.
a stable and engaged mental state. So for this one, think ADD, ADHD, but in this specific case, we're feeding the brain of an addict or a recovering addict. Cmax, note I just said Cmax. So that's Cmax. Selank is all about calming the nervous system, providing mental clarity and emotional balance. So think anxiety, depression with Selank. So if you, I mean, I don't know the statistic, but I know that I'm sure it's crazy where I think it's safe to say that 100% of people know somebody who has who has fought addictions in some way, shape, or form. So if you know somebody who could utilize, and I don't even want to say that who could utilize it because they can utilize this with this information. Share this information with them. Like Stephanie and Samantha have said in our previous episodes, it's the first time that their brain has felt normal, that it's been not about willpower and fighting their own willpower. Been about their brain cooperating and
Yeah,
feeling
and this
normal.
is just substance abuse. I just want to say when we're talking about addiction recovery here, we also see this with people that are wanting to stop using cigarettes,
Yep.
gambling, sexual addiction, like all of the things that people
All the
struggle
things.
with.
Any
So it is
addiction,
not
anything.
just while we have two episodes that are geared around substance abuse, it is addiction, anything.
Yeah. Great catch. All right. For those of you who are a mama and you've got littles like myself who are about to come home for the summer, well, this kit, this peptide power pack, is for you. We're going to have a summertime energy for moms power pack. Your number one is NAD plus. You're going to feed your cells with energy to perform at your peak. Now, NAD plus can often be combined with MOTS-C, MOTS-C. Think about your mitochondria, which are these tiny organelles inside your cell. They are responsible for producing ATP, which gives you your energy. NAD plus and MOTS-C are the power pack for boosting cellular energy. If you just want one or two to start there, mamas, you can thank me when school comes back in session in the fall. Number two would be DSIP. Now, this one is for sleep specifically. So, if you need help with sleep, that one would be specific for sleep. And then we've already discussed C-Link and C-Max, helping our brains and helping our nervous system stay calm with all the chaos around us. So, summertime energy for moms, once again, if you just want one thing, NAD plus. If you want to combine that with a power combination, NAD plus with MOTS-C. If you need support with sleep, that would be DSIP. And if you're thinking, Kylie, I'm on edge, I don't want to be yelling at my kids all summer long, I need something to calm my nervous system down, that would be C-Link and C-Max. And those are nasal sprays affecting your nervous system immediately.
I just listening to you because you're in the thick of it with littles has just made me giggle because obviously I have adult children. But those summer days, you couldn't wait to get off like the routine, right? Summer comes, yay, we don't have to get up for the bus or hit whatever the schedule is. Can't wait for that. And about 2 weeks in, you're like, holy cow, we got the rest of the summer to go. These kids are
Uh-huh.
driving me crazy. You're off
So
your
mamas, go
routine.
get your packs right now.
You really, really do need this. So this is going to be so helpful. Summer's great, but it's rough.
All right. If anxiety and depression was your number one thing, if I waved a wand and you said, Kylie, I would love to feel that energized summer. I love to have the drive, the motivation, the want, the desire to go out and play with my kids all summer, but man, that depression has been hard this winter. Well, here's your peptide power pack for anxiety and depression. Number one, Selank and Semax. Those two are great for going hand in hand. If your finances are tight and you just need to get one of them, get Selank. That is the calming of the nervous system, the mental clarity, and the emotional balance. Again, that's a nasal spray. So, anxiety and depression, think Selank, a powerful combination, Selank and C-Max. When you want to take it one step further, we're going to add in the BPC 157 and the TB 500 because that's going to help heal leaky gut and leaky brain.
The
And
gut
number
is the
three,
second brain, so that's why it's so important. They call
yes.
our gut the second brain. It makes all those happy brain chemicals, so healing the gut is crucial.
And you can never go wrong with adding GLP-1 and GIP, so your trizepatide. That's that could be on anybody's list. Okay, menopause. At the expo, I had three different cards. I had one card for thyroid and peptides, one card for inflammation and peptides, and one card for autoimmune and peptides. And I texted Jess and a couple others on our leadership team, and I said, man, I needed a menopause and peptides card. So here you go, menopause rejuvenation power pack. GLP-1, GIP, trizepatide. It's going to help you lower inflammation, stabilize blood sugar, and get the results you're seeking with the effort you're putting into it. If you haven't heard of Jess's story and so many numerous stories, it's like you're doing all the right things. Why is the weight not coming off? Why are you not seeing those results? Well, throw in trizepatide and do it the correct way, as we've discussed. Number two, PT141. Jess, you want to jump in and talk about this one specifically?
I do. This is a building peptide. This is the want to when it comes to sexual wellness. So I think we reach a certain age when we're losing some of our hormones, things are dysregulated, we're not making this particular peptide. So this is a brain signaler that's going to make you have a little bit more sexual motivation, which, without that, it does hurt the relationship. It's missing that connection you might have with your partner, with yourself. So this is a lovely one to bring into your world and start having the sexual motivation, the want to do it.
Mhm. Now, that specific peptide comes in an injection. You can also combine it with either the Elate nasal spray or the Thrill pill, which is a sublingual. So those ones are more, the other two are for more fast acting, or PT141 is more of a long form.
It is.
And that is number two in our menopause rejuvenation kit. And last but not least, how important is sleep? Well, throw in some DSIP, DSIP to improve the sleep.
I would add one more to this for anybody that's talking about the energy component. So the DSIP that'll help with sleep, that might cure the energy component. Lowering inflammation might cure the energy component, but if you do those things and you're still struggling, go back to what we talked about before with the NAD plus. That might be one that you need to get a little help with that energy boost. So, if there's a fourth one I would add, it would be NAD plus here.
Great. I feel like you cannot go wrong with NAD plus either because it's a cellular mitochondria healing component. You're basically
Right.
putting gas in the fuel tanks of the cell's mitochondria to produce energy. Last but not least, our seventh peptide powered pack is all about gut health and digestive reset. Number one, BPC 157, TB 500 combination. As we've mentioned before, a gut healing component, specifically leaky gut, reduces inflammation in the digestive tract and heals those cellular breaks. Number two, GLP-1 and GIP, so your trizepatide combination. This is going to lower inflammation, stabilize blood sugar, supporting overall gut-brain connection. And last but not least, number three, glutathione to help your body detox if your digestive tract isn't detoxing fast enough or effectively enough for you. But I think the number one thing when it comes to gut health and the digestive reset is the BPC 157 TB 500. So just get started there.
Yeah, I'm going to say hills to die on for me as a practitioner. I always say gut health and liver health are the number one and two things you need to be focused on, regardless of what you have going on. So that pack right there, that last one we just mentioned, the BPC 157 with the TB 500, the GLP GIP, which by the way, whether it's just a tiny amount microdose or bigger because you have some weight goals, whatever it is, doesn't matter. That combination, tirzepatide, and number three, glutathione to support the liver, that would probably be overall for pretty much everybody the pack to focus on. That
We
would
could
be my
call that
number
your Feel
one.
Better Longer pack.
100%. Like as you're showing, talking about that, I'm like, that is for everyone. That would be my number one thing for everybody out there. If they're looking for a place to start, you got to heal your gut and your liver. You're going to lower your inflammation. You're going to balance your blood sugar. You're going to support your great, important liver that does so many jobs. You're going to heal your gut. Like that's the one. That's the pack. Start there.
Yeah, it's pretty powerful. Okay, Jess, where can I get them from you?
All right. Well, you can find me website b2bwithjess.com. You can find your peptide, you can start your business there, or any of those things you can find me on my website. And you can follow me on my Instagram, which is jessb.talkshealth. And from there, you're going to find education. You can also pick up and message me if you have any specific questions. It's an easy place to catch me.
And for me, you can find me at drkylieburton.com. If you haven't seen my new platform yet called Bloodwork and Peptides, go check it out. It's at protocol.drkylieburton.com. You'll answer a few questions about yourself and your health goals. You'll provide it with some information regarding your last set of labs, and it will give you a personalized peptide protocol right then and there. If you're just like, Kylie, summertime's around the corner, I need that mom power pack. Go grab your NAD plus and your MOTS-C at drkylieburton.com/shop. And last but not least, if you've thought about it and you've been on the fence about joining us as an affiliate, get off the fence. Come join us. You get all the details at drkylieburton.com. This is Pep Talk, Peptides Unpacked.